Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. Now, you have been sitting there wondering what are Skunkworks up to. Skunkworks is a collective of Sudoku setters and solvers who are working to make variant Sudoku better, and we all support that. Anyway, Riffclown tells us that they have launched a new constraint called Knightmare with a K, and he's sent us an example puzzle. Now, I'm sure that you can get this and other Nightmare puzzles at your normal Skunkworks outlets, although I don't actually know what they are. I think this puzzle has been on Logic Masters Germany, although we're using a version based on one sent to us by Riffclown. So I think it's a collaboration between Riffclown and Chameleon, although the idea might have come from Mixo. I don't know. I could be crediting entirely the wrong people at entirely the wrong time, but I'm going to have a go at this puzzle anyway, and hope it's not a nightmare without a K. We shall see. The new constraint, by the way, is that cells separated by a knight's move cannot sum to 5 or 15, which is a bit weird, but there we go. We'll see how that operates when we get to the puzzle. Now, we have launched, of course, the March monthly reward, which is the brilliant Alice in Sudoku Land compilation of Japanese sums puzzles by the Paint by Numbers Institute, aka Panthera, The Asylum, and Monty Knox. Thank you to those brilliant people for that brilliant set of puzzles. Do join us on Patreon. Have a go. Get them all done by the 10th for a shout out. Get any three of the 12 puzzles done by the 20th for a chance to win a prize. And that's up there on Patreon, along with all the other stuff we put on there. Now, what else have we got going on? We've got our apps. We've got, they're all on the links under the video, along with merchandise and Sven Sudoku Pad and the Discord server and everything around the channel. I have no doubt Riffclown will post about in the comments about where you can find more nightmare puzzles, but I have found one. Well, they've given me one. So I'm going to have a go now. Let's see what the rules of this thing are. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Hooray! We get to put 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Cells, this is XV, apart from the nightmare constraint. So cells separated by a V sum to 5. Cells separated by an X sum to 10. Not all V's and X's are necessarily given. And cells separated by a knight's move, so those two, for instance, cannot sum to 5 or 15, which is certainly not something I've ever seen before, and I don't know how it's going to work because it's a bit odd. Are we going to? We can't instantly check every combo in the puzzle. I don't know. Do give it a try on the link under the video. I am going to start now and just see what we find. Let's get cracking. So, what I would normally do with an XV, especially an XV where we get given 8 V's, and I'm going to do it, is I'm going to mark all the low cells. So V can only be populated by 1, 2, 3, and 4 to add up to 5. And that is immediately telling us that in columns 4 and column 8 we have all the low cells, the 1, 2, 3, 4 identified. Actually, and in box 1, and in row 7, and in row 6. Look at that. So all these other cells in box 1, row 7, row 6, and columns 4 and 8 cannot be low digits. I've marked them orange. Now, orange I sometimes use for the high digits, 6, 7, 8, 9. But in this puzzle, that includes 5, because obviously there's 5 digits there, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So blue is 1 to 4. Oh, orange is 5 to 9. Now, on an X, we must have 1 orange and 1 blue. We must have 1 low and 1 high. So that gives us a few more cells to mark. Looking for any 4 blues again, or even 5 oranges. Not finding any more. Oh, that's blue. Not finding any more obvious ones for me. Could easily be missing something. Now, does the constraint mean that this is a 2-3 pair? No, it doesn't actually necessarily. Oh, that's really annoying. This pair, the constraint means nothing vis-a-vis that V pair and that 1. Because I could always have sketched this in as a 2, 3 or 4 and that as a 1, 2 or 3. All the constraint means as regards those cells being in a knight's move relationship is that that can't be 4. And I knew that anyway because that couldn't be 1 by sudoku. And that's very annoying. That one can't be 1. This is a set of 4 digits, but I think this is a set of 4 low digits as well. So that flavour of V is the same as that one. I'm pretty sure this is a set of 4 digits, because if that's a 2-3 pair, that cell can't be 2 or 3. And then this must be a 1-4 pair, and vice versa. So that's the same flavour as that. And then these... Okay, I think I'm going to have to get colouring here. And I really hope I can do this by focusing on colouring the low digits. Let's go with flashing them. So we'll go purple, green, red and yellow. Yeah, and then this cell... Yeah, this is really weird. I'm looking at this and going, well, clearly it can't be green because that's a knight's move away from there. That is not what the rule says. The rule says that those two can't add up to 5. And what that actually means is this can't be purple. Because green and purple, we know they add up to 5 from here. So if this now can't be purple by the rule, can't be yellow or red by regular sudoku, that is actually green. And despite this being a sort of knight's move sudoku, we've just put 2 greens a knight's move away from each other. I find this very strange, but okay. This pair can't be a yellow-red pair because of that. So it's a green-purple pair, and again, green sees that cell, stops it being purple, and makes it green. So I'm obviously going to end up with a lot of knight's move digits that are legal. Now, the 4th blue in this row is red. The 4th blue in this row is yellow. So that's a green-purple pair, yes. I mean, this cell just sees red, yellow and green. I like it when it does ordinary sudoku things because I can follow that. It's this rule that's wicky-wacky weird. So 1 is not green. That's not... It's not heavy information, is it? It's not really loaded with usefulness. Okay, this cell, which is almost the last blue cell I've got going for me. This can't be purple because it connects with green on a knight's move, and it can't be yellow because it connects with red. It can't be yellow for the much more obvious reason there's also yellow in its region. So I think it can still be green or red. Oh, I'm finding this very difficult. How on earth do you make any actual progress? Okay, I've got something. I can place yellow in this box. Yes, because red acts within the box. Now, this is something knight's move sudokus don't normally do. This isn't... Okay, what I have to try and teach myself is this is not a knight's move puzzle. This is a new Knightmare puzzle. And what I've learned by just studying is that I can place yellow in this box because that red sees those cells and stops them being yellow. Red yellow is a 5 combo. So those can't be yellow, and yellow is the last blue digit to place in this box, so it goes there. And then one of these two is yellow. And I don't know where it is. Right. Yellow sees those 2 places, so they can't be red. They can't be any other flavour of blue digit, so they're orange. And red's in one of those 2. And it can't see a yellow by knight's move, but it's not trying to. This red sees those 2 cells, so they're not yellow. So I've got yellow in this one as well. And that must connect to orange. And there we get stuck. This now can't be yellow for 2 reasons, which doesn't advance us. I've got 5 oranges in this box, so they're both blue. That red says neither of them can be yellow, but we knew that because that's yellow. This one can't be purple, so purple's in one of those 2 cells. I don't really want to mark those because I'd be marking them with flashes and I'm already using flashes. I mean, we might get to that. This purple reaches both of those, so those can't be green. So green's in one of those 2, and purple is in one of those 2. Oh, I just don't understand this puzzle properly. Right, where's yellow in this row? Let's try that. Yellow in this row is obviously not here or here because we've got yellow in the box. It's in a blue cell. So it's in one of these 3, but it's not there because of that red. So yellow's in one of those 2 cells. Ah! No. No. Do I have to use the X's? I want to put off using the X's. I want to try and colour the grid. Oh look, these 3 are all blue because we've got 5 oranges in the column. Does that do anything? That one can't be 1. That one can't be 4. Doesn't do anything else. Well, what's this? I'm going to mark this. This can't be purple because of that, and it can't be yellow. So it's green or red. Purple's in one of these 2, therefore. Yellow, somewhere there. Green, somewhere there. Yellow and purple are in these cells. And maybe red. There's definitely a yellow here. No negative constraint, though. Oh, goodness, I don't know what's going on. Oh, wait, yellow there says that that is not red. That's slightly interesting. That is interesting. Red is in one of these 2 cells, and therefore, none of these are red. Red is in one of these 3. Maybe that's not. I thought it was interesting, and now I don't think it is. Okay. No, I was about to say one of these is yellow or red because yellow's in one of those 2, red's in one of these 3. And they can't sit in that relationship. But they could sit together. Oh, gosh. How do you do this? And still, I won't give up on the idea that I might be able to do the whole grid colouring in blue first. Now, one of these, okay, I might end up flashing these. One of these was purple because it can't be green. Yeah, one of these is a purple and green pair. Ah, if that's a purple and green pair, we've got an X-wing, and then this has to be a purple and green pair. And we would know that that would be the green one, and that would be the purple one. Oh, I just don't know. We've got red to place in this row, and one of those cells can't be there because of that yellow. Yeah, cells just don't operate together. The fact that there's red in one of those two doesn't tell me anything about red or yellow up here, which is really weird. I mean, it feels like it does, but it just doesn't. Oh, goodness gracious. Now, I said that can't be red because of that being yellow. And it can't be yellow either. So that is purple or green. This can't be a green-purple pair. Ah, this can't be green anymore, because that would force this to be purple, and they would then be in the naughty relationship that isn't allowed. Is that right? I think that's right. So that's not green. Oh, this is fascinating. So this is a green-purple pair that deserve a V, really. So now red is somewhere up here. This is a green-purple-yellow set. Green is looking at that cell, so that can't be purple. Purple is looking at that cell, so that can't be green. Red is somewhere here, and I don't know where. But this has become red, so doesn't that tell me anything? I don't think it does. Oh, no, I was going to say this can't be any of the blue colours, but it can. It can be red. Oh, goodness gracious, this is so weirdly confusing. You can just imagine skunkworks all gathered together around a cauldron at the back of their den, giggling together over how they're going to mess with our heads, can't you? I can. And it's working. That's the annoying thing. I'm not breaking through and fooling them. I'm just stumbling around in the dark. Okay, one of these is purple. I keep saying this. One of these is purple. And the other one is green. Now this is daring flashing because these are alternatives. They are not definitely green. Maybe I'll put some white into the mix to try and remind myself. So the other pair is a red-yellow pair. What does that do? If that's the red-yellow pair, we know that's green and purple. But if that's the red-yellow pair, what does that do, if anything at all? I do not know, and I don't know how I'm meant to know. It's so weird. And yet I'm absolutely sure that there is a way through that. I feel so confident that there's a way through this without... Oh, well... I don't know. I just don't know. Is it all dependent on these things? Is it? I haven't established any clue about the identity of one as a colour. Purple is in one of those two cells. And green is in one of... No, one of... Oh, I don't know. One of those two, actually. That's interesting. Is that interesting? The only way for this to be a red-yellow pair, given that, is if this is a whole blue 2x2. Interesting. That is interesting. Ah, if this is a green and purple pair, then just by ordinary Sudoku, this is red. Ooh. Oh, hang on. Right, I'm going to do some numbers just in case it helps. Green we know can't be 1 from the position of that one. So green is 2, 3 or 4. Green connects to purple, which is therefore 1, 2 or 3. Now, 7 can't see 8 on the knight's move. So these cells, which are high, are 6, 7 or 9, and red and yellow, which touch them, can't be 2. Because you can't put 8 in either of those cells. This has taken me a long time to see. Right, but it's true. Yellow and red don't include 2. So yellow and red are a 1-4 pair, because they're a pair that make 5, and they don't include 2. Yes. So, green and purple are a 2-3 pair. Oh, okay. I did not want to get rid of the greenness and the purpleness. I wanted to get rid of the 1 and the 4 like that. Okay. Green and purple are a 2-3 pair. So, that's a 1-4 pair. This is now a 6-9 pair. Is that going to help? I doubt it very much. This is a 5-7-8 triple. And we knew that we were going to get a 7 or 8 Xing on a 2-3. This, don't know. This is not red or yet. Oh no, hang on, it could be red. Bother. It's not yellow. Ooh, it's not 3. Because that can't be a 7. But it could be 2. That's so irritating. If that was 2, this would be a 1-4 pair. Ah, it works. So red and yellow are 1 and 4. So let's just fill those in again here. That's a 6-9 pair in the final column. There is a 6-9 pair here. Ah, they have to be different. Oh, am I going to have to colour all the 6s and 9s as well? I'm only going to do that if they kind of reach around to somewhere. Now that's Xing on a 2 or 3, so that's 7 or 8. This is 6, 8 or 9, because it can't be 7, simply enough. So this is 1, 4 or 2, which was kind of where I started getting some numbers out of this. It hasn't really done it. It's identified the 1-4 pair and the 2-3 pair, and I was quite pleased with that when it did it. But we're not there yet. Let's just keep thinking. Now, we need a yellow here or here. Don't we? Yeah, we do. That can't be yellow because of the knight's move. So yellow is in one of those 2 cells. If it was there, that would have to be 2. Yellow's in one of those 2 cells. If it was there, this couldn't be a 2-3 pair. Red's in one of these 3. What's that doing? I don't know. I feel like we're getting close to something here. Close to an understanding, anyway. No, I don't know. And then it eludes me, just as I'm beginning to grasp something about this constraint and this puzzle. Oh, those are from 5, 7 or 8, because they see 1, 2, 3, 4 and this 6, 9 pair. That can't be 7. Because of this, obviously. If that was an 8, that couldn't be 7, but that's a very uninteresting way of looking at the world. 7 is in one of those cells. That can't be 8. That can't be 8. I feel like I'm so close to grasping how this works. Right. This box, if that was green and purple, this is green and that's purple, then this is purple and that's green. Green and purple. But if this is yellow and red, that's green and purple, and this has to be red then. Then that forces this not to be yellow, and that's yellow. So if this is red, that's yellow, and this is orange. But if this is green and purple, okay, that's always a blue pair. That's really weird. This is definitely right though. If that's green and purple, we've got an X-wing and we need green and purple in column 3 to be there. So that's blue. If that's red and yellow, and that's therefore green and purple, this has to be red, and that can't be yellow, so that is yellow in the box. So this is always blue. And that's orange. I don't think that is going to teach me how to use this puzzle, but it's definitely true, and I'll take these little gains where I can. Seven is in one of those by Sudoku. That is totally uninteresting. 1, 4, 2, 3, 7. So this is blue. So these are two blues. One of these is blue. That's the third blue in the box. So one of these is blue and one is orange. And the same is true for the dominoes in this row and this row, because each has 3 blues up to that point. One of these is purple or... No, I mustn't get fixated on this being yellow, because it doesn't have to be. It's either yellow or green, actually. I'm going to take the white out, because I know it's blue. So this is either purple or red, because that's always a pair, yes. This is purple or red. Now, do we know about this? It can't be yellow. It can't be red. It can't be green. Can this be purple? If this was purple, I mean, the alternative is being orange, which is fine, but this is either purple or orange. I'm going to mark it like that. If it's purple, that's purple, that's purple, that's purple, 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 purple. Is green somehow going to stop? Yeah, this would have to be purple, actually, because... Oh, hang on. I've established that... Oh, yeah, no, it's right. Sorry, I thought I was going to just now announce this is a 2-3 pair, but I can't do that, because this could still be 4 and 1 in yellow and red. Egypt. Okay, so... Oh, bobbin's totally stuck here. I'm sure I'm not meant to be stuck like this. Maybe I'm just thinking about this puzzle in entirely the wrong way. Oh, look. Looky at my cookie. Those are the same cell, the same digit, because they're both Xing with a purple. Okay, so I've got to use something. Let's make them dark green. And they sit in one of these cells. That's very interesting. There is a 7 or 8 in one of those cells. If it's a 7, it's got to be there. If it's an 8, it's not allowed to be there by the rule, so it has to be there. That is a really weird pencil marking. So dark green is either an 8 here or a 7 here. I don't know. I don't know how can I use that? It doesn't feel like I can. So if it's a 7, I've got these positions of 7, but oh no. Hang on. This, yeah, no, it's all right. If it's a 7, that's fine. If it's a 7, okay. Then this wouldn't have to be an 8. But if dark green is an 8, they're all 8s, and all that says is that 7s can't be a knight's move away from them. Oh yeah, this puzzle really is a mess. To my head, that is. That is 5, 7 or 8. That's been fairly obvious for a long time. Oh, hang on. They cannot be an 8-7 pair. Because they see each other. Yeah, okay, I'm going to start flashing. Well, one of them's a 5, but actually it doesn't really help. They're not seeing any sail together. What I'm going to do is flash these. So I really am running out of colours now, though. That's very annoying. Those two can't be the same because of the 6-9 rule. So they're different. So these are sort of stepping up in different numbers as we go up. If that's 6, that's 9, that's 6. No, that's not 6. These have to actually be the same, because they're not allowed to be different, because then they'd add to 15. Oh, is that somehow what's going on everywhere? Or am I just missing some huge, totally obvious thing? There is every chance I'm missing a huge, totally obvious thing somewhere in this puzzle. Whoa, come on, Mark. Think it through. If that's yellow, then red can't be there. Now I've got this flashed as purple or orange because it's either purple or it's a big number. If it was purple, that's the purple and green pair. And then green has to be in one of these two. So if that's purple, green's here, and that's a yellow-red pair. I don't know how to use that. Could have given us just one more given digit, and then I think this whole thing would be a lot easier. Well, not if it was a 5, maybe, but I don't know. Maybe that could be totally wrong. Right, 1 cannot see 4 there, so that's 1, 2, or 3. That really is grasping at straws for something to enter, just because I feel totally stuck. Come on, Mark. Come on. Find a cell somewhere that is seeing more than you realised it was seeing. Here. Is this? This sees green, purple, yellow. Oh, it doesn't see red, this cell. Okay, it needs to be in a knight's move of yellow if it's not seeing red immediately. No, it's okay. I looked at those early on, and the things haven't changed. Just my view of what they might be doing has changed, unfortunately. Seven, 8 thing. Maybe I do need to look at the X's better, harder. Right, that 6 or 9 must appear in one of those cells and one of these 3. And these cells do operate on their own boxes, don't they? Ah, look, I do know where dark green goes here. Because it X's, oh no, it X's with purple. It doesn't make 15 with purple. I don't know where it goes. Bother. I was going to say it couldn't be there because it's a knight's move from purple, but that's an X relationship that is perfectly well allowed. So I continue to miss the point of the puzzle. I've just not understood something about how to solve this. I don't think it's meant to be this difficult. That's my feeling. 1, 4, 2, 3. But it is messing with my head. There's no doubt about that at all. That can't be 8 because of the 7 relationship. So that is 5, 6, 7, or 9. That is so uninteresting, it's ridiculous. If this was purple, it's 2 or 3. That has to then be 7 or 8. If it was 7, that would be 7. This can't be a 7-8 pair, because they would add up to 15. Oh, this is a very simple way of looking at these cells. I don't think this applies anywhere else, but this can't be a 7-8 pair. So one of them is a 5. So that's not a 5, that's an 8. Wow. I mean, that just feels huge and yet so straightforward once I've seen it. Now, 8 has to be in one of these two. Ah, this can't be 7 anymore because of that 8. Oh, this constraint is so bizarre. That 5, 7 pair, are they... If that's 7, that can't be 8. One of those two is a 5. I learned that ages ago and it didn't really do anything for me. Probably still doesn't now. These are from 5, 6 or 9. 8's in one of those two cells. If it's here, does nothing. If it's here, that makes that a 2. Stops that being a 7. I mean, I found what this is. Why doesn't it help? This is a 2-3 pair. I hadn't noticed that. There's no negative constraint, so it doesn't really do anything. But there's a 2-3 pair up here as well, along with yellow. Eight is in one of these two cells. That can't be an 8-2 pair. Can it be a 7-3 pair? With the 7 would obviously be here. That would then force that to be a 3 and that to be an 8 and that to be a 2. We'd have 7, 3, 8, 2. This would be the 3, 2. We'd have 1 and 4 down there. I think it can. I don't see why it can't be 7, 3, 8, 2. Even though it's very constrained, it seems to obey the rules. And the alternative is that this is high, in which case it's 9 or 6, and that's 1 or 4. So it's, this is either 1, 4 or 7, I reckon. I'm not sure I've ruled everything else out. It can't be an 8, because there's an 8 in one of those cells. The only way that this is low is if it's 2 or 3. So this is now 6, 9, or 3. Now, they can't both be 6 and 9. So if that's 1 or 4, this is a 2. If that's 7 and this is 3, I don't think that does so much, annoyingly. Well, it means that's a 3 and this is a 3-2 pair and that's 1 or 4. Yeah, it's... Then that would be a 7, that would be a 1-4 pair, and that would be a 5. If alternatively this is low, then that's a 2, that's an 8. I feel I'm right on the edge of understanding this down here. Something's happening down here to these cells, these digits, these little tykes. Skunkworks, you are skunks sometimes. Look at that, 1 digit in the grid after 38 minutes. I mean, once I get 1 or 2, the whole thing's going to come apart, probably. I think it's designed that way, frankly. But that's easy to claim when you can't actually do any of the digits. Oh, look. That sees... No, I'm looking at X relationships with those again. That's not the point. That is not the point. It's 15 relationships, isn't it? There just aren't any. There aren't any that matter. Wow, this is confusing. That didn't help learning about that X. That's so weird. What is the logical move here? I don't know. I do not know. Purple says green can't be there. So green in row 2 has to be in one of those 2 places. Nowhere else is available. If that was green, purple couldn't be there or there and would have to be here. So if that's green, that's purple. Then this has to be the green-purple pair, that's a green-purple pair. That can't be green, so actually this is true. Sorry, this can't be purple. One of these 2 is purple. I mean, that's probably been available for ages, and I probably even mentioned it before, but it still feels something. It feels powerful. Does it mean... and we know, oh, one of these is purple, and it's not 1, because purple is 2 or 3. This is it. How have I not been seeing that? Purple, purple. That can't be purple because of that. That can't be purple because it's 1, and purple is 2 or 3. Hopeless, foolish person. That is purple. That is 2 or 3. That is not green now. That's all it's been. So this is not the green-purple pair. Green and purple are here. This is a yellow-red pair. And this is not red. This is purple. And it's 2 or 3. And out of 1, 2 and 4, it's 2. That's 8. Purple is 2. Let's fill in purple. How long in this condition, oh Lord, how long? 3s in the greens as they now are. 4 and 1, I can just put them in because I know that they're that order because of this 1 now. That can't be 2 or 1, so it's 3. This sees 1, 3 and 4, so it's 2. This is 1 or 4. Have I done red and yellow? No, because I don't know which is which out of those two. That is wildly annoying. But, come on, 2s and 8s. So this dark greeny thing is 8. Now, we can't put 8 here because of the 15 rule, so 8 goes there. Let's get rid of that silly 7 pencil mark. Goodness gracious, it didn't need to take this long, did it? 8 is still in one of those two cells. I don't think I know which. 8 is in one of these 3. Come on, yellow and red. Tell me the truth. Which one of you is which? Don't know. Now, what do I know here? I know that's not purple, so it's orange. And therefore it's 6 or 9. This is 1 or 4. This is red or yellow. It's got to be red because we've got yellow in the row. That is orange. Yellow, oh, can't be here because we've got a red yellow looking down at it. So that's green, that's a 3. This is clearly left to be yellow and is 1 or 4. And there's going to be this. Maybe this is going to be where we find out what 1 and 4 are. Yellow is in one of those two. Red is in one of those two. That gets reached by that cell. That reaches that cell. Maybe it's not going to be where we find out. We've got 1, 1. Oh, of course, they reach inside their own boxes, so that can't be a 4. And that can't be a 4 by Sudoku. So 4's in one of those places. This can be, I don't know. I still don't know what red and yellow are. That's so maddening. I know what so many things are in this puzzle, and I don't know what red and yellow are. And there was me thinking it was all going to come right once I got something started. It hasn't. Surprise, surprise. Right, whatever that is the same as that because they're on red. And it's also here, so that isn't a 5. And it doesn't go there. No, it does go here because they mustn't add up to 15. So they need a colour. They can be... I mean, I can get rid of all the other colours, can't I, in blue? Virtually? Well, actually, can I just fill in digits somehow? No, I don't think I can. That's orange. That's all I know. Oh, I was going to colour these. I haven't done it. I don't know. I'm scared to colour them. No, let's get rid of... Let's get rid of purple, green and yellow and red. Let's just do it. Red, yellow, green, purple, red, yellow, green, purple. There we go. So, get rid of that dark colour as well. Okay, so we're just in... blue and orange for low and high. But now these two are the same, and they're the same as that, so let's give them a green flash. That is the same as that because it's not allowed to be different or they'd add up to 15. Now in this column, or in this box, green is in one of those two cells. No, let's do the others. So green is matching off against purple, which is the other one of 6, 9 now. Right, they can't be purple by Sudoku. That can't be purple because of the green reach. So one of those is the purple colour. Ah, no, over here, they can't be purple by Sudoku. That can't be purple by the 15 rule. So one of those is purple. The only place left for purple in this row is here. That is 6 or 9. Oh, look, there's an 8 looking at that cell, which can't be 7 because of this. Oh, okay, it's just blinking Sudoku sometimes. Although I thought that would then reach this cell, and it doesn't. Never mind about that. Let's use this 7. We get a 7 in one of those two cells. It's got to be there by Sudoku and there. Okay, this can't be 7. 6, 9. The green 6, 9 must be here now. Yes, so that's really useful, because that says this is blue and is a 4. And this is 1 and 4 and 1 and 4 and 1 and 4 and 1 and 4 and 1, and this one is 1. And the last 4s in the grid go, one of them goes here. The Knight's Move rule says it must be there. The other one goes there. And they can be coloured. And the low digits are all finished off. Oh no, hang on, I've got a 1-4 pair to put in here. That's weird, didn't spot that. So they can go here. 4, 1. Low digits are finished off. And 3. They are when I put this 3 in. There we go. Which sorts out where 8 is. So 3 is blue. Everything else that we've got, all the other 5 digits in the grid are orange. I'm terrible at this rule set. That's what we found out. This is a 5. That's 6 or 9. I'm not sure if I know what colour to flash it. 5, 7, 8 up here. 5, 6, 9 triple there. Come on now. Surely we're getting somewhere finally. This is not purple or green, so it's not 6 or 9. It is in fact 5 or 7. Well, we got a 3 in the corner. Losing its religion. I didn't see you there at all. 3. This can't be 7 because of the rule. So 7 in the row goes here. These are from 5, 6, 9. One of them's a 5, so that's not a 5. So we've placed 5 in that box. We get to colour this cell purple. That colours this cell purple. Purple is in one of these. Don't know how to use the rule to find it. Green can't be there, so green's in one of those two. And purple, hang on, purple can't be here, so purple's in one of those two. Ah, still stuck, still scrabbling for info. 8 can't be there by the rule. So 8 somewhere around the edge. Am I missing any X's? Yes, look, purple has become 9, and that's been available for literally ages. Right, 9. And look, there's a X6, there's another one. Green has become 6. Okay. Come on, that's not a 6 now. That's not a 6. What have we got in this row? 5 and 6 still to place. Is 6 in reach of 9 anywhere? No. But one of those two is a 5 because they can't be 6 and 9. So that's not 5 because they're seeing both of those bits. That's the sort of thing we might have to do. Oh, those aren't 9s because we've placed 9. And 9 sees that cell, so that can't be 6. It's so hard to get used to this rule and how it works and how it operates within its own box. It's so complicated for me. It still hasn't done everything. That can't be 9. So 9's in one of those places. what I was going to say also is, oh look, it sees 7 and 8, so it can't be either of those. So it is 5 or 9. That sees 7 and 8 as well on the knight's move. So it can't complement either of them. So that's 5 or 9, and that's a weird pair. So that is now a 7-8 pair, giving me a 5 down here. This puzzle is strange. It may not be meant to be strange, but it's working out as strange by me. Now, look, I've suddenly run up column 3 and done the lot of it. 9, 5, they're all done. That's not a 6. Okay, so I've still got bits left. This is an 8-7 pair, but 7 sees that cell, so it can't be 8 and must be 7. Oh, there's a 5 in the corner looking at that. That becomes 9. We're going to finish off now. 7 there, sorts out 8, 7. Whoa, I mean, what a struggle. What an intriguing constraint. And I'm delighted to know that Skunkworks have more of those. And frankly, I don't want to do another one for ages, because I'm no good at them, and it really messes with me. So there we go. That is the solution to the puzzle, but it's a tough puzzle, and I'm delighted to have got through it. Thanks very much to everybody in the Skunkworks collective, particularly Mixo, Riff Clown, and Chameleon. But to everybody out there, thank you for watching me solve another beast of a puzzle today. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.